Hey, Jeannie Lynch, welcome back to my channel. So happy that you're here and you're going to gift me your time today. Today, I want to talk about fear. Oh, I know you're like ready to click out because everyone is just so tired of having to deal with the fear that's out there in the world. But stay listening because I want to talk about all the different paths and all the different ways and modalities that are out there available to you that'll help you navigate. And what we know about fear, it all has to do with your own internal experience, from things from the past that you need to forgive, and the things that your future that you're worried about, and being present. And so there's all these ways and these tips and tools that you could be using. And so I'm doing this video for two reasons. One, to share what I know about fear, and I'm in the thick of it right now, but also ask you for help back. Is there tools and tips that you have that you can navigate your fear? And then do you have stories like I'm going to share today, a quick one about where you experienced fear on such a level, and then when you got to the end of it and crossed the finish line, there was nothing to be afraid of, and you can acknowledge, like I can, that it was a complete waste of time, money, and energy. So stay looking, stay watching. That fun, interactive video is coming up next. Hey, thanks for staying clicked in. So something you saw in the hook connected to you, and I assure you this video is absolutely for everybody because of where we are right now in the world and just life overall, right? We're in a physical body, we're going to face fear. So there's so many different paths, and what I mean by paths is different modalities out there and different teachings that help you navigate through fear. So today I want to dive into some of those, but more importantly, I'm going to ask my community to help me with fear. And is there something that I don't know that is out there? And do you have a modality that helps people navigate fear, or a tool that you use, or maybe a story? I'm open for that discussion. So let me share one that happened in my life that I think a beautiful demonstration. And before I go there, I want to reference an amazing video. And I'm going to reference it today in this video. I'm going to put it right up there in my cards. It is the story of Will Smith skydiving, and he just has this amazingly funny story that illustrates the point that I'm trying to make today, which is 99.9% of the time fear isn't even really true. So he does a great job of demonstrating that. At the end of this video, so please stay listening, I'm going to go out and find amazing quotes on fear and illustrate those for you as a bonus at the end of the video. Okay, so let's dive in today as we're talking about fear, triggers, awareness, and different tools. And I'm going to share one story. Okay, let's talk about our guides first. Let's start there as a good place to start. Do you know that here you are in this experience, right? Navigating your life, and let's say you have an intention for wanting to be more compassionate. Did you know that your guides are there to love and support you? I'm sure you know that, but they're also going to give you the coursework and the situations, and they're going to work with you. And my guides love to keep me in the lesson until I've learned what I can based on my intentions at the time. So let's just start right there for you. Are you wanting and understanding and looking for something that might be causing the coursework to be in front of you? So in that case, you're kind of taking responsibility for your fear. I've done that for so many things in my life. I wanted to learn about forgiveness. Boy, did I get a lesson in it. I wanted to learn about love. I wanted to learn about compassion. And this is the point I'm making. So right now, with whatever fear that you're facing around you, or you're feeling anxious and anxiety about, can you get out of the situation just a little bit, and can you see it from a broader perspective and imagine that it might have to do with an intention that you're having for yourself, and your guides are just assisting you? Okay, so that's the first awareness I want to give you today as we talk about this beautiful thing of fear, right? So I love the idea too, in fear and looking at fear, that we usually are looking at something that happened in the past or we're worried about something in the future. So the story I want to share absolutely connects to that and that principle and that understanding. So years ago, when I was in high school, I was stalked. This is before stalking was even a crime, right? They didn't have it on the books yet as a law. And this gentleman stalked me, not just for a little while, but for years. And my stalker was odd in the sense that he would break in, steal my clothes, and then leave. And then some days I would go out to get to leave my house, and some of my clothes and someone else's clothes would be laid out on my dad's car. I know it sounds ridiculous. So obviously I have huge triggers around the energy of being followed and being stalked so anything that feels like that energy triggers something in me. So first, heads up, right? If you're experiencing fear, it is most likely connected to a trauma that you have not completely healed yet. Second message and second point I want to make today as we're exploring fear, right? And then we can go to the future of it, right? Things that we're worrying about that haven't even happened. So the story I want to share is back to this stalker. I had done a reading. Now, mind you, this is 35 years later. I had done a session for a woman. She left. I went downstairs to get the laundry, put it in the dryer before I went to bed. And when I got downstairs, I heard the door open and I heard the door shut again. And of course, I assumed it was my sitter back forgetting something, her keys or something. So I yelled back up the stairs, "Is that you?" Nothing returned. Thought that was a little strange. I finished my task, went back upstairs, went to get into bed, kind of looking around the house going, did I hear that right, or was it just me? And I looked over and my computer was missing from its stand next to my bed. So of course, immediately I went back to my stalker, right? Now he has my computer, he's back, he's following me. Something else had happened a couple weeks earlier that made me start thinking about it. So again, he's back, right? The reason I'm sharing this with you today is I cannot even put into words the week from hell I had. The week. And I'm going to tell you why it was a week. I put, the chairs underneath the door. I was pulling the blinds. I was staying at Michael's. I was refusing to leave the house. I was not answering the phone. I mean, I was absolutely going insane, believing and knowing for a fact that he was back, he had found me again, and that it was going to start all over again for years. So I say a week, and here's why. The following Wednesday, I get ready to do my session. I open up the drawer, and there's my computer in this odd place that I never put it in. I probably was so out of my body when I finished my reading that I didn't know I had placed it there. I had to call the police, pull back the report, send the insurance check back for the computer. I mean, I cannot tell you that week from hell is the best lesson I've ever learned about fear. And fear not being real. When I'm working and coaching people, I hear so many times, the conflict at work or the conflict in the relationship, and you hear the people, and I'm here to assist people. So please know that that's what my work is all about. But even when we're stepping back and we're assessing it, we can truly look and see the delusion in it, can't we? And can you? So let's get to number 3 today. Can you currently look at your situation from a far vantage point, and can you ask and look for more light to be on it? And can you come up with the scenarios that seem ridiculous? Can you say to yourself, oh my God, I can't believe can you write down and jot and look at this aspect of fear in your own experience of it being not there and not real? Can you do that for me? Okay, so that's tip 3. We are going to talk about a couple different paths that you can lead, and this is where I need you to be interactive. Course in Miracles come to mind, right? We only move from 2 places, love or fear. Anything that's negative energy is fear. You might call it anger, but guess what? Pull it back, peel it back. it's fear. So I love that. I love the Buddhist teachings. They talk about the defilements, right? And they talk about love and kindness. The Buddha taught that all beings feel a deep sense of fear and anxiety, which all stems from the fact that we resist this idea of impermanence of our existence. Partly because of this reality that fear is accepted as an innate aspect of the human experience. Any person who wishes to be awakened is considered to be a warrior. Love that. In the Hawaiian tradition, we have the Ho'oponopono prayer, right? Where you do the affirmations for that and you love and forgive, and it's for yourself, right? So there's all these different paths and different ways to navigate. R.A.I.N comes to mind. Tara Brach, right? The beautiful system of R.A.I.N. I'll put the slide up right here so you can see it. And now I'm going to ask you, what tools do you use to help navigate and help yourself through fear? Can you share them with me? Do you have a story like mine where, you look back and you go, I can't believe I went that far off the deep end? I would love to hear your stories. I'm in the lesson with my guides right now, and you could be one of them, helping me understand fear and a better way to approach. My body right now is in fight or flight. I don't have any conscious thought of what it is. I'm going to do some deeper healing. I've been doing this healing over 2 years, still haven't gotten to the core cause of it. So why am I in fight or flight? I still have to explore it. I am not giving up. I'm not going to surrender until I understand the aspect of it. So I'm going to ask you, are you in a similar situation right now? And could you use some guidance and assistance through it? Please do this for me. Watch this Will Smith beautiful, funny video. It will get you laughing. If you've seen it, watch it again. Watch it and stay listening and stay watching. I'm going to share my favorite quotes on fear to love and support you right now, and just acknowledge that we all are and seem to be, as we integrate back into the world, right? We're all going through this beautiful transition. Can we do it together? Can you help me? Can I help you? Let's help each other. Okay. That's my video today. I love and support you. I will have all those beautiful acronyms up for you to share. Stay listening for the beautiful quotes. And as always, have a great day. Bye now. See you next video. Some of my favorite quotes on fear. The best things in your life are on the other side of your fear. From Will Smith. And Will also said, life isn't about how many breaths you take, but those moments that take your breath away. And my favorite, Brene Brown, she says, sometimes the bravest and most important thing you can do is just to show up. And lastly, the dark does not destroy the light, it defines it. It is our fear of the dark that casts our joy into the shadows. So yummy. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next video. And don't forget to share. We'd love to hear from you. Namaste.